Hi, are you struggling with English speaking and writing tests? If so, welcome, you have come to the right place. Even though I am not a native speaker of English, I have gotten 8.5 in IELTS speaking, and if I can get the score, well, so can you. Today I'm going to do a mock test of IELTS speaking part 2, and after that I review my own response in terms of the 4 scoring criteria. Now let's get started. Okay, I would like to climb Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is located in Japan and it stands more than 3,000 meters high. Compared to the world's highest peaks like Mount Everest, this is rather small, but it's still by far the biggest mountain in Japan. So it's gonna every Japanese person's dream. Every Japanese person's dream to scale this mountain. And it doesn't look like it's so difficult or super challenging to climb this mountain because the mountainside looks kind of flat. So there aren't too many like deep valleys or very steep hills. But of course it doesn't mean that it's going to be a piece of cake to get to the summit of this mountain, because as you near the top of the mountain, the air gets thin, meaning that the amount of oxygen you can inhale decreases as you walk up. So that's why even determined climbers give up halfway before they get to the top. So it's kind of very difficult. It could be even life-threatening to try to climb this mountain. But I would like to give it a try someday because almost everybody who has climbed this mountain says that the grand scale of the mountain, Mother Nature, it's so great that they can forget about their tiny personal anxieties or daily stresses. So I would like to experience that someday. Okay, let's review my response with these 4 scoring criteria. I'll start with fluency and coherence. Coherence means how much I have developed the topic, and here's a part of my response that I want you to listen to. The mountainside looks kind of flat, so there aren't too many like deep valleys or very steep hills. You see how much I have described the mountain here. The mountainside is flat, there aren't too many deep valleys or steep hills. The amount of information I have put in here, it's something that I want you to imitate on your next speaking test, because the more detail, the better. Okay, let's move on to pronunciation. Almost everybody who has climbed this mountain says that, the grand scale of the mountain, the grand scale of the mountain, the grand scale of the mountain. I sound like I am overwhelmed or impressed by the kind of spiritual power sort of the mountain. And I am clearly emphasizing that with my intonation here. When you want to emphasize something, you should emphasize very much. So don't just say the grand scale of the mountain, you should say the grand scale of the mountain. Okay, now let's move on to lexical resource. Compared to the world's highest peaks, like Mount Everest, the highest peak, do you know this term? The highest peak is the highest point of the ground above sea level, usually the top of a mountain. So the highest peak is the highest mountain in a world or in a country. Highest peak. Okay, finally the grammar. As you near the top of the mountain, the air gets thin. Okay, something called a complex structure is happening here. You know, two clauses or two sentences combined with a conjunction. So here the word as is a conjunction, and that combines the two clauses that come after that. So a complex sentence is absolutely a plus on speaking tests. So you should definitely use at least one such complex sentence in your responses. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and most importantly, let me wish you good luck on your test.